Hey guys, welcome to Jason Explains Things. Well, it's October, the spookiest month of the year. You guys know what's scarier than ghosts, werewolves, or sentient toys? Nutsage. Woo! In part one of this year's fall lawn project, we tackled improving my trees, plants, and flower beds in the backyard. In part two, it's gonna be all about grass, covering the basics to make our lawns green and healthy in the fall, improving year over year. So let's dive in and get my lawn all greened up. Trust me, there are some spots that need some help. But first, I have a confession to make. This summer season on my backyard has been absolutely terrible for several reasons. First off, it's gotten up to 113 degrees outside. I put a lot of work into this lawn in the past couple years, but it just can't, you know, we're reaching its limits of what it can handle. And I water every day, but then I think I actually probably water too much, which caused other issues. And also with all that watering comes tons and tons of weeds. And then actually today, towards, early August, we're using the backyard for a giant yard sale for my sister who is raising money to adopt a kid, which is a very expensive thing. And we're using my backyard because my backyard can handle a yard sale this size. But man, it's just like, I'm kind of over here super neurotic. I've always had to deal with nutsage in this spot, yellow nutsage, but it went completely bananas and actually started to spread. I have actually sprayed this with some herbicide twice. The other part of the heat here, which has been such a problem, is fire. You can kind of see the sky looks disgusting. I'll get a shot of the sun. The sun is blood red because the air is just gross. It's just ash rains down on the house and the yard and my cars and everything, and you don't really want to be outside during it. This lawn renovation coming up this fall is definitely going to be quite a challenge, and we'll do what we can. Anyway, I'll check back in with you later. Extreme heat, smoky air, mutant weeds. This summer was rough on my lawn. Now we're about to start the fall lawn steps in just 1 second, but first I want to share with you what I plan to do different next year to tackle these summer issues. First, I'm going to be upgrading to a new herbicide. So I've been using Spectracide Weed Stop for lawns for several years. I'm comfortable using it. It's available locally, so I can just run down to the store and grab it. And in general, it works well, but it does not kill nutsage permanently. Every year, it comes back in the same place. You can look over there, look down and see it now. It looks dead, but it'll be back. Woo! The main bummer, though, about Spectracide for me is that it requires 3 to 4 weeks after you apply it before you can plant new grass seed. Because it can only be applied in temps under 90, this has led to me trying to plant new grass seed way too late in the year. You guys have suggested it. I'm gonna go ahead and listen to you. I'm gonna be switching to Tenacity. First, it can be applied as a pre or post-emergent. It works great against nutsage. You don't have to wait 3 weeks to overseed. It's EPA approved. It is non-toxic to pets or people once dry, so look for it in 2022. Also, instead of only overseeding in the fall, I'm going to switch to the spring. I've had so much trouble recently overseeding in the fall with the hot weather going right up to the end of September and also the air quality. So I'm gonna switch to the spring for now. And this one's gonna be a little weird to say in the middle of a lawn care DIY video, but look at the lawn. A month and a half ago, it looked absolutely terrible. All I've done is water normally and mow, and it bounced back this well. So I kind of feel like nature's gonna do its thing. You know, the big guy upstairs is more in control of how my lawn looks than I am, so I'm gonna try to just not stress out about it so much. With that said, let's tempt fate and get this lawn looking awesome. I just mowed, so now we have 3 simple steps: dethatching, aerating, fertilizing. Let's go! First, if there isn't any thatch in your yard, just skip this and jump right to aerating. Most of my lawn doesn't have a thatch issue, but the area in the back with tons of undead nutsage needs to be removed so the grass can recover and new seed can be planted next year. There are tons of ways to remove thatch. You can use a rake and remove it manually. You can use a machine like my Mantis tiller with dethatching blades. This little machine works great. It'll dethatch a small lawn easily. You may have seen my old video using it back in 2018. I also used it for edging my flower beds. You can rent a power rake dethatcher for bigger lawns. This will do a great job, but they're pretty tiring to use and do rip up the lawn quite a bit. For big lawns like mine, a tow-behind dethatcher also works great. It's passive, meaning there's no spinning blades, so you may need to do a bunch of passes to remove everything. As you can see, I've used all these options over the years. Pick the best option for your yard and have at it. Just remember, once you've removed all this dead material, don't leave it on the lawn. You'll need to rake it up or bag it with your mower. Aerating is a great way to keep your lawn healthy. I aerate at least twice a year, usually spring and fall. It's great to do alongside applying fertilizer and new seeds because they can get to the soil more easily. Like dethatching, there's a bunch of tools you can use to aerate. Either rent a powered aerator from your favorite tool rental place, or use a tow-behind core aerator like I have been using for the past few years. Okay, answering a really common question, what do I do with the cores? Do I leave them there or do I rake them up? I will tell you, just leave them there. Within a week, they're all gonna disappear. They're too small really to kind of do any damage, so just leave them. It looks like 1,000 dogs came to visit. It's really nice. All right, nice work everyone. Now, last step for today is we're going to apply fertilizer to the grass. Now, you might all think that I'm a hippie, but I'm actually not. But still, I only use organic fertilizer. And the reason for that is because in a past life, another Jason might have burned his whole lawn applying too much chemical fertilizer. There are no pictures or video of this, however, because I had them all destroyed. Hey, it's staged fertilizer stuff. Well, LawnBox is my favorite fertilizer supplier. They offer only plant-based organic fertilizers that are pet and people safe. It's great for greening up my grass, but also it's good on all of the trees and bushes back here, so I can just spread evenly and I don't have to worry about avoiding the other plants. LawnBox was the first company to ever show interest in Jason Explains Things and send me their product to use for free in a video. I am not sponsored or paid by them directly in any way beyond the fertilizer, but I am a huge fan and I encourage you to try it out. LawnBox! Today I'm going to apply both the Fall Fix and the Soil Saver. Then we're gonna water the new fertilizer in, and then we can come back here every day and watch my lawn get greener and greener until it starts to snow. LawnBox! Hey, if you guys missed part one, I will have a link to it at the end of this video. And if you want to see results of what we just finished, head on over to my Instagram account where I will post pictures about this and everything else I like to do here on the channel. If you're a cheesy dad like me, or you like watching cheesy dads for some reason, subscribe to Jason Explains Things and turn on notifications. That, or, you know, there's always the YouTube trending page. There's lots of good stuff to watch there, right? Until next time, everyone, God bless, and don't forget to do it yourself. Hey, Toby, what's that? What do you got there, Tobus?